Vítajte na SlovakiaRingu. Dnes vám ukážeme veľmi zaujímavé podujatie, ktoré nesie názov X-Bow Battle, čo znamená, že je to pretekárska séria len pre značku KTM. Ak by ste náhodou nevedeli, KTM nerobí len motocykle, ale aj auta. No auta robí konkrétne jedno, ktoré sa volá X-Bow. Ak si neviete predstaviť, ako X-Bow vyzerá, tak je to veľmi jednoduché. Je to kombinácia medzi stíhačkou a motokárov. Áno, skoro. Na štartovom gride KTM pretekov a ako môžete vidieť, už sa to tu pripravuje. Toto za mňou je Elite, po tejto triede idú Rookies, ktorá je pre začiatočníkov a má obmedzený výkon. A potom ide GT4, ktorá je trieda najvyššia, ktorá tu dosahuje aj najvyššie rýchlosti a najlepšie časy. A keď som na začiatku hovoril, že KTM X-Bow je naozaj mix medzi stíhačkou a motokárov, tak nebol som ďaleko od pravdy, pretože tento X-Bow kategórie GT4 je naozaj absolútne technologické peklo, technologická špička. A pozrite sa na ten rám alebo na tú prednú kapotu, ako sa otvára. Úžasné. Manfred Wolf je človek, ktorý je zodpovedný za marketing v KTM a my sme ho stiahli na bok, aby nám ukázal tieto krásne autá a hlavne aby nám povedal, aký je rozdiel medzi tým autom, ktoré vychádza z fabriky a medzi autami, ktoré sa nachádzajú tu.
Well, this is the elite category and basically the car looks like the road going car, but you can find the difference all around it. We start with a headrest, which is a safety device in terms of side impact. We have not 4-point harnesses like on the road going car, but we have a 6-point harness. You got a fire extinguisher inside, you got a race logic device inside, you got an emergency kill switch, so that's basically everything that is changed inside of the car for the driver. On the outside you see aerodynamic devices like the flips and flaps that we have here. We have a longer front splitter that increases the downforce of the car, and at the rear end of the car you can obviously see a huge rear wing.
I understood that you can buy also these parts for your road going X-Bow.
Partly. Not all of those parts are homologated for road use, but many of them are. For example, also these aerodynamic parts are road homologated, so you can also put it on your road going crossbow. For entry and starting the series, it would be the best to start with the Rookies Challenge car, which is 280 horsepower, 270 horsepower. These have 360, so they are even faster. But it's an open category and everybody that has a license can race in it.
What license do you need?
Well, from next year on you need a C license. At the moment a daily license is enough this year.
Okay. What's the weight of the car?
Well, the crossbows is all about weight to power ratio, so we have only 360 horsepower, but the car has only 830 kilograms.
Beautiful. But the GT4 we will have a look at the moment. It's much more heavier because of the roll cage.
Not much heavier. It's around 200 kilograms. But on the GT4 car, it's closed and you have a roll cage additionally. It has bigger wheels, bigger brake discs, but at the same time it's homologated for international racing. The GT4 car has an ABS system, so it's better on the brakes. When you, for example, go to Red Bull Ring where you have three 90-degree corners where you have to brake from more than 200 kilometers to below 100, the ABS system is an advantage. This car is on a flowing circuit with flowing fast corners. For example, in Rijeka, this car is faster than the GT4 car.
If I want to enter this series, I mean, how much does it cost?
We at KTM, we look after the Crossbow Rookies Challenge, which is the entry-level series, and there one racing weekend, so it's 2 races per weekend, is around 5,000 euros, and the whole season is around 35,000, including insurance, with an excess of 5,000 euros. When we talk about the elite class, of course the cars are faster, they use more tires, they're a little bit more expensive to maintain, and we don't rent out the cars, but there are a lot of teams where you can do so. So if you go to a private team and rent a car, I think it's for the whole season between 70 and 80,000 euros.
Tell us now, please, the difference between GT4, which is the strongest and the best you have, and the rest.
And the rest. Well, as you can see, it's optically already very different. It's got a little bit like a spaceship, a little bit like a plane with this canopy that opens up as a whole thing. So you got no doors, you got only this canopy, and it's also aerodynamically completely different, as the body panels are much more massive as on all other cars. On the other cars you can see the technology and the stuff underneath, and here everything is covered, everything is closed. And what's also a big difference is the car is 17 centimeters longer than the other cars, and it has a racing ABS system. So it was important for us, as is the car for international motorsport, where we compete against Aston Martin, Porsche, Mercedes, Audi, again all premium manufacturers, and they have longer cars. And to be stable, especially in fast corners, it's good to have a longer wheelbase. So this car is 17 centimeters longer wheelbase than the standard car. And what's the same, like on the cars that we saw before, is the carbon fiber monocoque, the safety cell, and the engine. All other things on this car are different. More wheelbase, different suspensions, another cooling system. This one is an air-cooled intercooler. On the standard cars we have a water-cooled one. As I mentioned already, racing ABS, we have more weight, but at the same time we have also more safety. It's got a roll cage and many other different things to the standard KTM.
Okay, so and the power output is?
The power output is the same as on the standard car. It's also 360 horsepower, but as the aerodynamics and the braking ability is much better than on the other car, it's nearly the same on lap times, depending on which track you are going.
But the same applies here, like with the other cars. If you have enough money and the possibilities and the license, you can rent or buy even this one.
Exactly. You can. This car is, I mean, for a GT4 race-ready car. As you know, the KTM is always ready to race, so of course our cars are race-ready. This is 139,500 euros without taxes, which is quite a very good offer in the GT4 racing world. And you can also rent the car on various teams. And for here, next year in this KTM X-Bow Battle in the GT4 class, you also would need an international C license. But that's quite easy to do. You have to do one course and then you can have a C license.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
See you next time then.
Fun watching the races.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.